Cog Hill number 4 in Lamont, Illinois, just outside of Chicago. Since 1991, the site of one of the oldest tournaments in golf. The first Western Open was played just before the turn of the century. And since that time, some of the greatest names in the game have left their marks on this great tournament. During a span from 1916 to 1932, the legendary Walter Hagen won a remarkable 5 times. Players like Hogan, Snead, Palmer, and Nicklaus all have been Western Open champions. And today, with Tiger Woods playing Cog Hill for the first time as a professional, that tradition continues on USA Sports. Par at Cog Hill is 72. It plays over 7,000 yards, and the course record 63, shared by John Adams and Jeff Sluman. Now, the weather has been a factor today, and remarkably, the temperature is 73 degrees. The heat that we've come to expect in Chicago is not present. Gusty winds up to 25 miles an hour, and the forecast is for more of the same. And here is our first look at the leaderboard. Mark O'Meara at 6 under par. He played today in the same group with Tiger Woods, who finished at -5 and is there with Jim Furyk and Dave Stockton Jr. Meanwhile, Tiger Woods now at the 17th, his second shot on this par 4. Tiger started his round at 10. He birdied the first 2 holes, 10 and 11, had 2 consecutive birdies at 15 and 16, and now for birdie to get it to 5 under through 8 holes. First trouble that Tiger ran into today was at the 18th. He hit his approach long and had this left for par. So Tiger settled for a bogey at the 18th, his 9th hole of the day. He made the turn at 4 under. And the frustrated Tiger Woods sails the ball into the pond. Now at 5 to save par once again. And that slides by, so Tiger dropped to -3, but he finished his round with birdies at 8 and 9. So a 67 today for Tiger Woods at -5. And Mark O'Meara, as we mentioned, who played with Tiger, also started at 10, here for birdie on his second 9 at number 4. This to go to 4 under. And Mark O'Meara, who finished 3rd in the Western Open at Butler National a few years ago, closes with a birdie at 9 and a round of 66. Cog Hill number 4 in Lamont, Illinois. Long and tight, a fitting venue for one of the oldest tournaments in golf. Since 1991, Cog Hill has played host to the Motorola Western Open, always with an outstanding field. And this year, Tiger Woods, who opened with 67, is playing Cog Hill for the first time as a professional. Today, it's the Motorola Western Open on USA Sports. Par at Cog Hill number 4. Dubs Dread is 72. It plays over 7,000 yards. The course was designed by Dick Wilson and Joe Lee in 1963. The course record 63, shared by John Adams and Jeff Sluman.
So we'll see how he can improve on that this year. And now Tiger with an iron, David?
Well, 2 iron. That's his longest iron. He obviously feels he can get it there, and he is going to try and take it over these trees. It's got 220 into the front right, 233 to carry the bunker on line with the flag, and 243 to the hole.
Play has to be right of the hole, David.
Normally, I would say that. This young man is not normal. Oh, nice cut, that one. Flared it away to the right. It's not a bad miss, though.
Certainly plenty of green to work with and no major slopes to contend with as we move up ahead to the 14th. And I said 1 and 5 up and down. Look at this shot. Landed it in the heavy rough. What a golf shot. Billy Andrade, 4 under par, but making a second round move. Now Justin Leonard 110. That's just a little pitching wedge back into the wind, which has subsided. Is he any good at those shots? Justin Leonard won 4 weeks ago at Kemper. And a real tearjerker, Mark Wiebe. Leonard on fire. Birdie at the 11th. Now 2 back. Tiger Woods without a birdie today. David Feherty, this is a pretty straightforward pitch shot. 3rd shot at the par 5 11th.
Well, he's got a pretty good lie in the semi-rough. Little up the hill. It's all uphill to the hole. It's about as straightforward as it gets on this golf course. That's just delicious.
Yum. Put the chocolate fudge on that one. That's good. Now Billy Andrade. What an up and down. Par 3 at the 14th. Tiger tapped in birdie, his first one of the day at number 11, a par 5. He was errant with his 2-iron approach.
This was earlier. Billy Andrade, the 15th.
This pin right in the front where these guys can get at it, and you can see him going back on his right foot. That means he was trying to hit some kind of high cut. Oh, yes. Isn't that lovely?
Chance to get it.
He's going to make that for an eagle. He's going to make that.
Chance to get it to 4 under for the day.
He's putting well. He's got a lot of confidence. He's charging to the hole after he hits it.
To 13.
Tiger with a wedge. Little Michael Jordan action with the tongue there by Tiger. Been hanging out with Michael a little bit of late. David, what do you have there?
Well, 115 yards. And just praying for that one not to spin back.
And there you see 6 players at -5. Let's go back to 15 and Billy Andrade.
Peter Costas, he is going to make this. You know that, don't you? I can feel it. Can you feel it?
Well, you've put the curse on so many guys so far.
No. I can feel this one. Billy he's got the stroke. When he hits it, he starts walking to get it. I can see the plume, the aura about him right now. He's got it. This is our 10th eagle. Billy's just going to be our 10th.
This would be number 10.
Yeah, right here. Watch this.
Personally, I think you put the curse on him.
Nope. Watch this. Look at him. He's into it. It's an eagle. Get in there. Yes. Right. He's got it on him.
No doubt. So Billy moves to 6 under and within 2 of Mike Hulbert. There's a 1-shot lead from Michael Bradley. Billy alone at -6.
Now back at 13, Tiger, see if he can make a birdie. Only his 2nd birdie of the day, but he still is just 2 shots behind our leader, Mike Hulbert. Players taking advantage of these holes.
The rounded swing of Justin Leonard with a 5-iron at 14. Amazing. He's hitting so many good iron shots. 4 feet for birdie for Leonard. Justin Leonard. Big breaking left to right putt. Up the hill. Great concentration, great touch. Justin Leonard, 2 back.
About to play his 4th shot, and let's go out there now with Peter Costas.
Thank you, James. Justin Leonard hit it about 100 yards right off the tee and has led to all these problems as a result. So he will have that left for his bogey. David Faraday, that was quite an errant tee shot by Justin.
Well, these problems were caused by the tee shot. He left him 162 yards. He had to force it out low, couldn't hold it on the green, came up in a terrible spot behind, and then tried to run it up the bank, left it right there, and after a 3-putt at the 9th, Justin just hitting a rocky patch, Peter.
Well, he's going to have at least 2 bogeys in a row, if not a bogey and a double bogey should he miss this short putt. So
3rd at the Players Championship to 16.
That is Scott Simpson.
It might be too much. 120? It is. Yeah, no, it's coming from this way. This way.
That's his caddy, Bill Murray.
Yep.
Yes, you heard me right. That's the Bill Murray. Conferring on yardages. About 120 left.
Catch a kick.
And Bill talks to that golf ball. He does catch a kick.
Last time I did something right.
Obviously, all the credit for that shot goes to Bill Murray. He and Scott, great friends since they were paired together at AT&T a few years back.
Last time I did something right. Haven't putted yet.
About time he did something right. Really an avid golfer, serious golfer.
Come together for me.
Just complaining like most serious golfers. He doesn't get enough time to play.
Back to 10.
And the bogey putt of Justin Leonard. And that's a 5 at the easiest par 4 on the golf course for Justin Leonard. He has to be disappointed there. Now he is a co-leader.
To 16.
And Scott Simpson now a delicate little left to right breaker. You got to give the hole away on this one. And Ben Crenshaw, this is the kind of putt that puts a little heartbeat in your game. Now, it's just such a difficult putt. It's a short putt, but boy, when you're left to right, you have to give the hole away. You have to do everything perfectly. Now, Bill Murray still taking credit for the beautiful approach shot by Scott Simpson. Does not, however, take credit for the read on the putt. Back to 11.
Bread and butter time for Justin Leonard. That rounded swing of his, so effective on the wedge play where you can spin it, and look at this. He has been doing that time after time after time. Quickly becoming one of the best wedge players, if not the best wedge player on the tour. To 18.
Jim Furyk at the 18th, birdie to tie the lead.
Jim Furyk, second shot. Drove the ball in the fairways a second.
Likely
Driver on the tour for accuracy. Heck of a player. One heck of a player.
to 11.
Strong ovation for Justin Leonard.
Back to 11.
Leonard now looking to make up for the miscue at the 10th. Not much movement to the entire 11th green, one of the flattest on the course. Some negative thought peeked into his mind. But ready now. Birdie 4 at 11 for Leonard. He reclaims the lead. 1 under for his round today.
Now this is Tiger over the green at 13. This is a toughie here.
This will take all of his short game skills, Ben Crenshaw. Nope.
Get on there. This
Watch
can roll
how-
all the way down.
Watch how fast this is.
Oh, what a shot from there. Golden, Peter.
He actually had to risk missing the entire green, Ben, and landing it in the longer rough in order to control his distance that well. He has that left for his par to remain -8. And look at this.
And Jim Furyk, again, he needs birdie at the last hole. Get the 9 under. He'll be 1 back of Leonard if he makes it. Justin kind of regrouping there brilliantly at the 11th, Ben, huh?
You bet. And as Bobby Clam had mentioned, he's a beautiful wedge player, but this putt is downhill for Jim. Can just coast it down there. Up now.
Yeah.
That shoot came out of that real early. That putt there is usually just lightning fast.
We've seen him in years past, Gary, run all the way down to the left side of the green.
If you hit a bunker shot from over there, you can't stop it. It just runs right off the green.
Still 67 today for Furyk. And a tie for 3rd.
We're back at the 13th hole. Arguably the hardest hole, this in 18 at Cog Hill. This Tiger Woods to save his par. To me, the biggest difference I've seen in Tiger's game since the beginning of the year, he's missed more of those in the last couple of weeks than he did the entire couple first months of the year. Trying to work on his rhythm and tempo with his putting. Felt like he got a little quick with it.
Back to 16.
Davis Love, second shot, 140. His height and trajectory will be welcomed on this shot. Oh, nicely done by Davis. Exactly flag high right beneath the hole, and he'll have about as easy a birdie effort as you can have here at 16.
Back to 13.
Now Tiger for his bogey 5. Safely nets that one. Tiger drops from -8 to -7. 2 under for today's round.
18.
Frank Nobilo. You know, from here, Gary, he looks an awful lot like Nick Faldo just with his setup, doesn't he?
And also a really good golf swing. Just solid golf swing. Plays the hard golf courses very well, and this is a hard one.
It's from 160.
These guys are backing up out of the rough, Ben Crenshaw. What's going on here?
What is going on,
I don't
Gary?
know.
Now, come on. We've seen that about 4 shots.
Didn't do that in the old days, did it?
That's
That ball would have been close.
to 16.
Davis Love for birdie. Oh, yes, never a doubt. Davis jumps to -7, 3 under today.
Tiger at the 15th, par 5, has 190 yards to this green and 2. For a 329-yard blast off the tee, 5 iron.
Ben, you know what's amazing to me? This guy's 160 pounds. How does he do that?
He's got some tough sinew in him, I'll tell you. Watch this. Look at that.
He fires his hips faster than anybody I've ever seen, ever. Just nice
Beautiful
and
shot
smooth.
there.
Very good shot. That would be an eagle putt for Tiger. Frank Nobilo for par. So I'm hit the front of this green. Uphill putt, some 3.5, 4 feet short.
1 under, just under $500,000 this year, 26 in the money list. Just a solid, good player. And as Peter Costas was saying, the only thing that's a little shaky is the The putter. See if he makes a good stroke here, Ben.
This goes in. They better look out for him tomorrow, Gary.
Yep.
It's a bogey-free round of 67 for Frank Nobilo.
That's playing with Bill Murray, so that's, you got to take 2 or 3 more off. He should be our leader.
A moment ago, the walk up the 18th for Murray and Simpson, the tag team from Pebble Beach. Yeah, and Bill not necessarily accustomed to always carrying that heavy bag.
For the par effort of Davis Love. Something bugging him. Solid. He's been knocking those 5-footers in with consistency. And he went to a new longer shafted titanium driver. He's one of the longest users of the wood drivers. Never needed the length. He's always been in the top 10. Now he's hitting an extra 15 yards. Let's go to 15.
And this the eagle putt that would bring Tiger within 1 of the lead.
Jim, this will be his 9th eagle of the year. And I bet you he shoots at a lot of them. Oh, here we go, a little ride. Looks like he's setting up dead straight, Ben.
And he can be aggressive with this putt, going a little bit up the hill.
Now he's going to go right. He just misread that. Tiger is very hard on himself on the golf course, isn't he?
He is. He's got a lot of fire, and that is going to serve him very well through the years. And you know, I think many people have vilified him for little things like that, but believe me, he believes in himself. You've got to have that. I agree. He'll learn to temper it.
Legend who will be a teammate of Hoke's on the Ryder Cup team. Hoke right now 5th in the Ryder Cup standings. Tiger Woods is 2nd, so they're both almost, well, they're both certain to make the team for this September. Let's see if the legend can make birdie here to tie the lead. The 18th.
You know
9
what?
iron.
The courses are easy when you've got a driver and flick, isn't it? I mean, just a flick here.
It's a 9 iron.
They could pair me with him in the Ryder Cup and we'd win.
Gotta stay up there. No.
Oh, some spin on that one.
That ball first top really dug in the ground, just came flying off the ground. And that wasn't too lucky. He wanted to stuff one right there on the last hole.
Well, this is when a steep approach got him in a little bit of trouble. This 18th green is pitched.
Tiger had competed in this tournament twice as an amateur. 1994, he missed the cut. He was only 18. And then in 95, he made the cut and had, up to that point, his best round in a professional event when he shot 69. It was at the age of 19. He finished 57th for the tournament. Now he can move into a tie for first right here. Yes, Tiger Woods joins Robertson Leonard at 9 under.
He loves the theater, doesn't he?
He's got a great sense of the occasion and the moment. That's a huge boost for him, obviously, because, you know, I don't think he felt like he scored as well as he wanted to in the back 9. And to see a putt like that go in is going to give him great confidence. That's a nice, his supper will taste pretty good tonight.
You know, he gave it about a quadruple pump there with the fist, so you know he's really into it.
was a tough putt to get up the hill to the hole.
And this is the putt that gave him a share of the lead.
Just right here. Doesn't look like it's going to make it. And now the quadruple pump.
Yeah. That's at least a quad.
Oh, no question. It was a good one, too. Good form.
Looking for his 4th win of the year. Tiger Woods posts 9 under through 54 holes to join Roberts and Leonard at the top. We're in the final round of the Motorola Western Open. Tiger Woods leads by 1. This for birdie at the par 5 9th. He drove it right down the middle, knocked it on with an iron in 2, and a 2-putt birdie for Tiger Woods out in 34. He leads by 2, and you can see resolute and focused here in the final round. Tiger Woods at 11 under, then Justin Leonard, who's made 3 straight birdies. Steve Lowry also at 9 under par. Tiger Woods chasing his 4th victory of the year on tour.
It is a tournament rooted in history, founded in 1899 and won by the likes of Walter Hagen, Ben Hogan, Byron Nelson, Sam Snead, Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, Tom Watson. It's the Western Open. Justin Leonard is taking aim at its prestigious title today. He was tied for the lead through 3 rounds with another man seeking Western lore, who today could make Cog Hill Mr. Roberts' neighborhood. But heads are spinning. There's another overnight leader who's not just another overnight success. Yesterday, Tiger Woods found a rare and dramatic birdie at the final hole to pull even with Leonard and Roberts. Today, he'll be digging for more gold, more history at the Western Open.
Born out of a course here in the Chicagoland area known as Glenview back in 1899. Glenview Country Club in a town known as Gulf, Illinois. And that says it all about this tournament. Around since 1899, you saw the distinguished champions through the years, and there could be another one on the way. Is there enough room in the land of a demigod named Michael Jordan for another superstar to reside, namely Tiger Woods? And look at the massive gallery out at the 12th hole. Tiger Woods is poised now from 222 yards.
David, what did he hit there?
That's a 6-iron, Gary, from 222 yards, and homing in on it just to the right.
That'll be a hard one. Oh, they like it. Ben, I think he took enough club not to get back there. So just get on the green and get out of there.
I agree with you, Gary. It looked like a comfortable club for him right there.
13.
Oh, difficult pitch shot by Frank Nobilo. We're back at 13. Frank Nobilo to stay at -9. Oh, well done. Well done. He escapes from marginal lie in the fairway. Pars the very difficult 13th hole. Justin Leonard, 157 yards. He's going with a 6-iron. This his 3rd shot. Put it in the bunker. Had to lay out to this point. Justin's right to left ball flight really suits this front left hole location. Oh, and he takes advantage of that as well. Nice shot by Justin Leonard. Well, unfortunately, he would be putting for par instead of birdie. Let's go to 18.
Look out, Jeff Sluman for birdie to get to 9 under.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
67 and posting 279 aggregate. What do you think, Ben? That's only one off the lead.
You never know, Jim. They could have a little weather. It could have a little wind blow. You never know. He did what he needed to do.
He's one back, 3 players, including Tiger Woods, at the 12th.
6-iron he hit, came up about 35 feet short, right where he wanted it. Try to 2-putt and get out of here, and maybe throw up a depth charge here and might go in. There's some pins out here you just can't attack, and this is one of them. Oh, he's back.
Brought him to his knees.
Wow, now there's a very good strategy. Wouldn't you say, Ben Crenshaw? That was great. No question, you're right. He was shooting for the green, not the pin, but took a walk away from here with a 2. Oh, what a boost. What a boost.
Basically, Ben, he bogeyed 10, and then he made a par and a par 5 11. This is huge right here for his momentum.
Over to 14.
Frank Nobilo, par 3, 14th, downwind, 165 yards. And this pin is a tough one to get close. But not for Nobilo. Look how he did it. Landing it on the front fringe.
We're back at 13 to see if Justin Leonard can make this downhill slider for his par. Drove it in the fairway bunker, pitched it out. 6-iron to this position. Nice soft hands on the putter. Ooh.
Frank Nobilo now looking to put some pressure on Tiger Woods. Nobilo won in Greensboro earlier this year, and he turned the back 9, 6 strokes off the lead. Birdied 10, 11, 12, and 13, and then 17 to shoot a 31. Very difficult conditions. And this a delicate downhill putt. New Zealand are only 1 back. And a par 5 ahead.
And Nobilo, we thought he might be hindered. The stance. This will be his 3rd shot. He appears to be just fine there, Gary.
Yeah, those are the kind of lies I don't like. They sit halfway down. You got to get real steep with this shot, Ben. But he's got a lot of green. He's just going to play. It looks like a 7-iron, maybe 8-iron, and just get on the green and run it to the hole.
You got to use as least loft as you can possibly imagine here. Plenty of room to run the ball. This looks pretty good. It's not bad from there.
Makes that, and he'll have a complete set today. Birdies on all 4 par 5s. Out to 14.
Got to be a 9-iron, David.
That's a 9-iron, Bobby, heading well to the right. 160 yards to go.
Oh, what a kick.
What a kick.
Could it go in? Gimme birdie for Woods at 14. And that's a bit of a sheepish grin there, David.
Very sheepish indeed. No question about it.
And let's take a look at the reaction. He says, I didn't deserve that. Isn't mercy wonderful? Tiger Woods looking to increase his lead to 2 strokes. Final round of the Motorola Western Open.
Frank Nobilo can join Tiger Woods at the top. And does with birdie at the 15th. Albeit briefly, as Woods is in there so close at the 14th. The 15th, Justin Leonard giving it a go with an iron and 2 at the par 5.
And boy, that pin stuck right against that right-hand bunker. A 1-iron. Justin Leonard doesn't get too high, and there's just no way in the world he's going to get by ball anywhere close to the pin. I think, Ben, he was just trying to get up in that bunker.
And there's Tiger's mom, Dita. Enjoying Tiger's birdie and reclaiming the lead. To 15.
Leonard, 3rd shot. Ooh. 4 feet for birdie.
That was a nice play by Justin. He was trying to get that 1 iron farther up in the bunker, Jim, where you can have a real good go at a blast out of the bunker for an eagle. Knew he couldn't stop it, and if he hit the ball past the pin, it's going to go way over the green. That's really a difficult shot.
Tiger Woods with his third 2 on the scorecard today. Something you don't see all that often. He birdied the par 3 6, the par 3 12, and 14th holes. And at the 15th, let's bring in David Faraday.
And from 224 yards and a nasty lie. This, I assume, is a layup shot, but I've made that mistake once before this week.
No layup in Tiger here.
How about twice? Okay, I give up.
Well, at least he didn't hit it past the hole and spin it back, David. We'd all gone home.
I got no idea how you do that out of that kind of a lie.
To 16.
Frank Nobilo, high for the lead. Just a little light on the distance. He will tap that in to remain minus 11. 1 shot behind Tiger Woods. Again, let's go back to 15.
And Justin Leonard also so crucial. He trails the leader by 3, and this is your best chance for birdie coming in.
Yeah, if you're going to make a run at Tiger Woods, you've got to birdie the par 5 right here. This hole's only 519 yards. This is just a must.
He needs this one and at least 1 more, I believe.
Well done there by Justin Leonard. 1 under for the day. He trails Tiger Woods by 2. This is an eagle chip.
Get the ball back in your stance, just hit down on it. It's got the right speed. How about the line? Oh, that's nice.
Good line.
That's beautiful, but I think that shot was also set up by how good that second shot was. There was a perfect leave, you know, being pin high, it can chip it down the green. He couldn't have placed that ball any better with that second shot.
Now Justin Leonard. Get word that he's hitting his 3rd shot. He took a drop. He was in the hazard, did not have an adequate lie that he could have gone for it. Now this is going to be difficult. The flag, as you can see, is behind the trees. He cannot see it from where he is. Flag located over here. So he's going to be playing that ball out well to the right. Hope for a little bit of bounce left. And that'll come back on the green, and that's a marvelous play from where he was. But Justin Leonard perhaps a little too aggressive with his new driver that's given him 15 or 20 yards more distance. Now back to 15.
All right, Tiger will take his time. These have not been automatic for Tiger in, well, the last 5 tournaments or so, Ben?
No, they haven't, but you get the sense that obviously after the last tee shot, watching that ball roll close, you've got to have breaks in this game. You've got to have them. You've got to have the ball run for you. But it's like that second shot. I mean, couldn't put any spin on it. He had to put that ball out there so we had a nice 3rd shot, and he did it beautifully.
This to open up a 2-shot lead over Frank Nobilo. Missing these putts at the Open on the left side with regularity. Not today. Drilled it to lead by 2.
We're back at the 16th green. Justin Leonard to save par. This putt treacherously quick. Oh, into the shadows and well judged. Well judged. He put that about 2.5, 3 feet by.
Let's go to 18.
Nobilo 2 behind and 2 in front of 3rd position.
Ben, this is a nasty little bump and run. You got to hit this ball short of the green, bounce over the crown and down to the hole. But he's played the European Tour a bunch, and he's pretty good at these.
The most he wants to land this ball is on the very front edge. He can get under that ball. With that lie, he can get under it a little bit to get it a little loft.
He's basically, Ben, he's got to make this.
Oh, he's going down.
Ooh, look out. Over to 17.
But Tiger doesn't know that. David, short rough.
He's in the short rough, little jumpy lie, little downwind. 151 yards. This is the wedge.
And a nuke wedge. Gets it into the stratosphere, and look at how soft the ball lands. Just what you need at 17. And perhaps no one in the game can do that like Tiger.
Anytime you get a hard golf course, this guy is going to be in contention.
It's a par chip.
Now that's some severe breathing room for young Tiger at this point. Now with a 3-shot lead.
To 17.
Big left to right break here for birdie. Had the line. And he just continues to push himself. Lead now 3. And 1 hole to play to 18.
And Nobilo still away. Uphill and firm for a 5, bogey 5.
It is amazing to watch this youngster, Ben Crenshaw, take apart these golf courses with strength, unbelievable strength, but has the peace of mind to aim away from holes when he has to. It's scary, I think, for the rest of this field now.
And a round of 70 for Nobilo. Justin Leonard would also like to be in that group for 3rd if he can make this. Otherwise, drops to 5th. Brings up Furyk to 5th, too. Justin, 7 holes to play in this round, shared the lead with Tiger and Lowry. A strange day for Justin. He bogeyed the 3rd, 6th, and 7th holes, was 3 over for the day, then ran off 4 birdies in a row starting at the 8th. Bogeyed 13, birdied 15, bogeyed 16.
I think all of the players that were in 4 shots of the lead, they figured they had to go out and make 2 bogeys or 1 bogey at the worst, and then try to make some birdies. But it's tough out here at Cog Hill, believe me.
I think, Ben, a lot of them too. You look up on the leaderboard and you see Tiger Woods, and these guys in the back of their mind know he's not going the other way. He's going to go nothing but forward.
$360,000 for first, which will elevate Tiger to $1,761,000 on the season, only $19,000 behind the all-time single-season record set by Lehman last year, and it's only 4th of July weekend. I mean, think of the Tour Championship at the end of the year. $720,000 it'll pay first. He could have a $3 million season.
Good, easily. Not easily, but he could. Get in there.
What a par.
Yes. Good work here.
Tiger with an iron on the tee at 18.
You don't think he likes that, do you, David Faraday?
Just hammered it down the middle as usual. And Gary, do you think this means his slump has peaked?
I think it has. I think it's nothing but good things from now on.
Justin Leonard with a closing 72. He had 5 bogeys in the last round, matched against 5 birdies. So he'll be just, what, 19,000, we mentioned, behind the Lehman standard, the best ever. Lieutenant Colonel Earl Woods. Looking healthy, and what a year he's had. Not only being able to savor the victories of his son, but he's also had to come back from bypass surgery.
Yeah, it's got to be great for him to come out and watch his youngster just tear apart this tour.
I mean, you can just put a list together here that would take an hour to display, but some of the highlights: he's on his way to his 6th tour win. He's never missed a cut as a professional. Fastest to reach 2 million in a career. Youngest Masters champion. That was by almost 2 full years. Of course, there at Augusta, he won by 12 and shattered the scoring record as well.
Just a little long. It's real close to 9 iron though. I think it is an 8 iron shot.
Did you hear that conversation? He says, I don't know. I don't want to be hitting 9. I don't want to be jumping all over it now. David Faraday, give us some numbers. Make sense of this now, would you?
Well, he's got 168, and I think the maturity has just kicked in, Gary. Doesn't want to mess with 9 iron, knows that trouble is short and left. He's going to put this on the green, past the hole, take his 2 putts, 360 grand. And as you said earlier, who's the favorite for the British Open?
Let's see. Tiger Woods. He's aiming for the left corner of that back right bunker.
All over the flag.
It's all in the way you use it.
We've heard it said before that Michael Jordan said he idolizes only one athlete. That's Tiger Woods. They've become friends. Well, the house that Tiger was raised in, a 3-bedroom house in Cypress, California, is being turned into an historical monument. His father wanted it that way to preserve what Tiger has accomplished for history, to show it to kids as a source of inspiration.
Well, he's playing. I might go see it.
Joe Jimsack, the founder and owner of Cog Hill, a friend of golf. Mr. Jimsack has been his whole life. And they're coming out. A little British Open look going on here at Cog Hill.
Uh-oh.
Is this a scene that we'll be watching in 2 weeks?
Could it be deja vu all over again when we get there next week? Boy, the marshals are running out trying to hold them back. Look at that.
Security.
And that's a gallery, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that, Ben.
Well, I keep saying we're lucky to have him in golf, I'll tell you that.
Unharnessed enthusiasm by the fans in Chicago for the young legend on his way to his 4th win halfway through the season. Still 2 majors to play. How often you see that scene on the regular tour?
Not very often. You know, he played so well today. He had such a great management of his game. He hit the ball. You know, yesterday I think he was a little problematical. He hit the ball past the hole a number of times. And I think that today he obviously had those breaks happening, but he has handled it. He has handled this golf course, Cog Hill.
$1.7 million for old young money right there. July 4th. I got to keep swallowing that, Ben, to get that to really sink down in my digestive system. 1.7 large, and we got a lot of golf tournaments left.
Oh, he's a youngster. He loves the game of golf. He's improving all the time. He's got so much desire, so much heart, sense of the occasion.
How about when he learns how to play these golf courses too? We got to remember he's playing these. A lot of these for the first time.
That's right. He's just going around here the
the first time.
This course, he did have experience twice. He played here as an amateur in '94, missing the cut, but he was only 18. '95, at the age of 19, he shot 69 in the last round, finished 57th.
It's a bad score for him now.
Had that gone in, I would have felt sorry for Lauren Roberts.
Lauren just will have a 71-hole tournament.
Number 4 on the year. Tiger Woods with another victory.
That seems kind of complacent, doesn't it?
It's called high expectations, and they're being met.
He's got a good arm. He just threw that right over the gallery. That was about a 100-yard toss right there.
Let's go back down to Peter with Leonard and Lowry. A hug for Mom first. Now Pop.
Let me go get my car back.
All smiles for the Woods. What a show in Chicago.